Hi guys, Insider Gaming here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do my Imperial Palace solo chest runs. I get about 6 elite chests here and 7 supply chests. There's more provision chests that you can get, but it really depends on you if you want to do it or not. Otherwise, I hit up about 3, sometimes none actually, but it really just depends on what you're feeling like and if you want to hit up those provision chests. But otherwise, it's pretty quick, relatively easy, and you get a lot of good loot here. Unfortunately, the watermark's a little bit low for me specifically. I do believe this is a level 60 zone. So the watermark isn't that high that you would get in like Shattered Mountain or Reekwater or any of those areas, but it's still pretty good. And there's some items here, gear that doesn't drop anywhere else, like some stonecutter stuff, some concoctor stuff that you need to craft those legendary items. So it's still a good farm. You still get a few things here that you will need regardless of the gear score. And I'll start this video up and I can show you. I go in from the south side after you teleport into the shrine. To be honest, I don't even set a tent up, and that's because I usually don't die, but you probably should set the tent because there's only one tricky part here, and that's the dog, because his animation has he has 3 animations. Essentially, he will either lunge at you from the left, lunge at you from the right, or he's gonna breathe his like fire breath. Right here, I'm going for the first provision chest, and I actually mess up. You can actually wait for him to turn around here before you grab it, but I just grabbed it anyways, and I had to jump onto the ledge to kind of reset him. For some reason, I thought I could go up here and jump up. I don't know if they patched it or it's different, but I could have sworn I was able to jump here before. So that's what you see me. I'm trying to jump, just trying to jump. When I realized I couldn't do it, I do my normal route, turn back around, and yeah, enter Imperial Palace. Now you definitely don't have to get that provision chest if you don't want to. I know some people don't farm it. Some people like me, I already have most, if not all, of the recipes that you can get from those chests. So sometimes it's not worth it to pick it up. But I do also use a lot of hearty meals to just to make sure I'm topped off. So throughout this video, you'll see me just even if I don't really need it, I still eat just to make sure that I'm topped off, just in case something unfortunate were to happen, like a bad lag or a bad situation where I get caught. With Amazon and with New World, sometimes there's just weird pathing and weird wall interactions that you get stuck in, and as you know, there's body blocking. So yeah, I head up to this first house. It's the first supply chest you'll get. You'll jump on top, as you can see. I'll pause it real quick. You jump up there, and none of these guys will be able to reach you. Sometimes you'll get stuck, so all you need to do is crouch down, and you can get out. But worst comes to worst, you can just slash unstuck, and you'll be okay. So I'll continue. As you can see, I just crouch down. They're all reset. They're leaving, and I make a hard left to the first boss. And this is, I think, the only thing I kill here, and it's this musketeer. Reason being is, like, they won't actually get you, but they might sometimes prevent you from opening the chest because they'll still be aggroed even at this range from the chest behind you. They'll still be able to shoot you, and that can cause a problem. Now here is the boss, as you can see. To the left side, I just go right. You'll aggro him instantly as soon as you enter this area, and I go to the side and kind of LOS him, and then he'll reset, and then I'll jump over, as you'll see. See, I'll come over here. He won't be able to get me. He'll do his animation. He's gonna reset. I jump over and I grab his chest. I usually position my camera like this so I know if he's coming or not. I dodge his strikes, but he still gets me with his jump thing. And then I go into this house because there's another supply chest there. So if you've been counting, that's 2 supply chests so far and 1 elite supply chest. Now here you can also get stuck like the other room. So you might have to press unstuck, but I've done this a few times, so I already know how to kind of like finagle myself out of there, you know, crouching or laying prone. Sometimes I grab these supply crates when I'm feeling like I have enough time, but otherwise feel free to just skip them because they're just refining ingredients. There I'm like sort of regretting trying to get those, so I just leave. I don't think I ever get it or supply crates afterwards. I try to jump across to the left here and not aggro the guard down there, just so that I have enough time to grab this elemental animal. Because at some point you don't want a constant train, so you don't want them to just constantly be after you. So there's some reset points that you'll have to do. I mean, technically you don't have to. You could just be running for your life the whole time, but I like to have some kind of breather in between these poles. And whenever I have a breather like this, I wanted to show you something right there. I'm gonna rewind it real quick. Okay, so here you see I have my hammer on. My hammer is really good for killing things, that's why I have it on. But I'm gonna switch to my hatchet for the cheat death and also for the run speed. As you can see, switching. This is the only tricky part that you might actually die. That's why I got the hatchet out. And it's not even this dog, it's not these guys, it's not the one coming up, it's one of the dog bosses at the end of this corridor or this bridge inside that past that arena is a dog. And this dog, because he has 3 different attack animation, it's not really predictable at all. And as you can see, while I'm waiting for them to reset, I'm salvaging things. Just to make this quick, I'm gonna remind you this is a sub 20-minute run to get all this, which is, I think, is pretty good time. So that's your 3rd supply chest, and this is your 4th supply chest right here. I activate my berserk, get a running speed. I run through these guys. Usually those guys don't actually hit me, so that was weird. And I just run across. They'll de-aggro. They won't follow you through this bridge, but you're just gonna jump down here anyways. And that's the dog right there that I'm talking about that might kill you. Sometimes it's really sketch. This first elite chest, because he has 2 that he's guarding. This first elite chest over here, relatively easy to get. You just go ahead and grab it. He's not gonna aggro. You'll see in a lot of my runs that I use shield, and that's because of the luck, but also because I tend to do some blocking to get away from trouble. So here, you see, he didn't lunge, he did his breath, which is the best because you definitely 100% get that if he does the breath. Now I go to the corner right here. This is a little trick. I'm gonna pause it real quick. If you go into this corner right here, right next to the chest, he will have a hard time getting you. You just press your block. He might attack you a few times, but he should reset because he'll have such a hard time getting to you. And when he resets, I just run out while he's resetting. You'll see it here. There, he resets. I run out. So I love shields just for the block and also for the luck. I have a luck sword and a luck shield on, so that's good. I try to grab this. Sometimes you can grab it before that guy aggroes, but if he does, you just run right back. The boss won't follow, and unfortunately I have to kill this guy, but he's super easy to kill. Super easy. Especially if you're a hatchet user or a hammer user. Go down pretty fast. As you can see, right there, I eat. And you can see I don't really need to, but I eat anyways, just in case. Bring out my sword and shield for the luck. I grab it. I look to my left because sometimes I just want to make sure that nothing's coming after me. Right? I pop my berserker a little late, but for the speed boost. And I usually tend to shift my camera back so I can see where the enemies are. If I have to dodge, if something crazy is happening, you might have to move your camera around just in case, just to be sure that you're not going to be in trouble. You can actually run straight across if you wanted to, but like I said, I like little breathers so you're not just running for your life all the time. So I go up to this rock right here. Almost fall too, because I instinctively tried to dodge and I dodged backwards and I almost fell. But while I'm waiting for them to reset, I just do some inventory management. So something you can do while you're waiting. Another thing I do that you don't have to do is I chop these ironwood. And yeah, I'll fast forward this, but I wanted to show you something real quick. I know it's not part of the video, but I wanted to show you something real quick that happened over here that you might have noticed. One of you keen-eye viewers, what I noticed is right here, right there. See that? I sold a bow for 388 coin. So if your watermark is high enough, people will buy your gear, and there's a lot of gear that you can just put up on the town. I want to say auction house, but it's not. It's a TP town. No. I want to also say town portal, but it's not. Anyways, the auction house, and get pretty good money. I make a lot of money just selling all the random 570, 580 weapons that I don't need / want / use. So with a higher watermark, this is definitely a farm that you can do, just literally selling the gear that you don't need. So anyways, I'm gonna continue the video. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these ironwood because I'm also trying to level up my engineering. I'm at 181 right now, and to get 6 to 7 levels I had to make 900 planks, and I just after that I'm like, I don't know if I can get into 200. Can you imagine 900 ironwood planks for that? But yeah, that's what happened. Let me fast forward it since we can't talk to chop, chop, chop. I grab all these ironwood trees. Chop, chop, chop. Yep. Okay. So this is part of the run where you're probably going to be at, because you're probably not going to be getting the ironwood. And it's up to you. It's right there. It's pretty easy to get. So you just run up to the main boss. I've explored the area here and I've looked at the map and I didn't see any other supply chests worth getting. I've gone through all these houses, so honestly, just run past them. Run past them. Sometimes you can grab that water animal over there in the pond, but I don't. I just run straight through. And like I said in the beginning of this video, you can get the provision chest if you want. There's one right there to the left and one there to the right, and I think I do grab these so you can see how I do them. But sometimes I don't. If I'm pressed for time, I don't. I don't technically really need them, but I've been using a lot of hearty meals, so I've just been grabbing them, and I sell the rest. So I just go up there, kind of just to make sure that I reset some of the train that's following me. Grab the provision chest, go back in. See, they're resetting right now. Same old route. Just go back up there. This just ensures that the people chasing you are chasing you. Give you plenty of time to grab the chest. You jump down, grab the other provision chest or provision stockpile, and you bounce. There you go. Now you go back in there, and yet again you're gonna go to the side. This side route right here just resets a lot of the mobs, which is great. But instead of going down, you're gonna make a left right there, as you can see, because you're gonna be evading that brute looking thing to the left, as you can see, and you're gonna jump to that stairs and get that other stockpile right there. You'll notice I press block a lot, and that's just to slow myself down so I don't just shoot right off and get caught. So I use block to kind of like slow myself down. Grab the stockpile, which is your 7th stockpile, and you've had 7 stockpiles so far, 3 provision chests, and 1, 2, 3, 4 elite chests. Now, I don't mind this. Someone was just looking for something that I could make, and I whispered them. But here's the other 2 elite chests here at the boss. You can just sneak right behind her. Palace Maiden Xiao. Get the elite supply chest and get the other elite supply chest. And if you guys didn't know, elite supply chest is on a 24-hour cooldown. Not 1 day. There's a big difference between a 24-hour cooldown and a 1-day cooldown. If you ever played WoW, there are 1-day kind of cooldown things, but it usually resets at a specific time, which I actually kind of like. But with this one, you loot it at 8 p.m. It won't reset till 8 p.m. the next day. So you kind of get, in a good way, get stuck, and sometimes it's a bad thing. I guess when I start streaming more regularly, you can expect me to do the run at the same time, because that's just how it works with a 24-hour reset. And while I'm up here, I just get some orichalcum. It's easy, and you might get a void ore, because as you can see right down there, I have PvP on. So I mean, regardless if I'm not wearing my mining gear, which I do have, you still have a relatively good chance on getting void ores, tolvium, cinnabar, or any gems. So while I'm up here, I might as well just grab them. If you really want, you can switch armors to your mining luck gear and mine these. There's 6 total. Not bad. So if you want to switch gears, you can to your mining luck gear. Now, some people end their run here. I do 3 more chests. One is an ancient elite chest. I actually believe it's an Alson elite chest. I could be wrong. It could just be an ancient like stockpile version, like a supply stockpile, but an ancient version. But regardless, I get it, and I'll show you how. I'll just fast forward it for everyone else. I grab the orichalcum, as you can see right there. I backtrack, and this is that area where we got the supply chest. However, this time around, I'm going to be jumping down in this specific area. And the reason why I jump down in this specific area is it'll lead me straight down to the chest. Be careful. It's not super tricky. You just have to be wary. It's guarded by Daisy the bear. The bear, like any other bear in the game, they'll turn around and do something else. So you just have to wait for those windows. See, you can see the bear right there. You just have to wait for those windows where they're turned around doing something else, and you and you grab the chest. So look, Daisy's gonna be over in the corner, so I rush down. It's an elite agent chest, so I guess it's another elite chest technically. Yep. And you go out, grab it, and you go around. And again, some people end it right here, but I grabbed the other two supply chests, supply stockpile. Relatively easy. Hey, you might get like an orichalcum brace chest. Who knows? You might get all a loaded dice, stacked deck, so why not, right? I mean, people do the supply run chest all the time. This is two easy chests you can grab. You backtrack a little bit, but I think it's definitely worth it. And I'll fast forward it since you backtrack a good amount. As you can see, this is back to the first boss right there that you got the elite chest from. And you just backtrack. I tend to look back like this just to make sure. This boss sometimes, and mess up right there, but sometimes he gets you with that spear, and you do not want to be gotten by that spear. There you go. So this area, you go right through. You just jump into the water. Don't worry, you won't drown. I mean, you can drown, but just follow where I'm going. There's still deep parts on the right side. Yep. The supply chest should be right there to your right side. Okay, and there you go. You grab the supply stockpile right there. And then you go right under this pavilion. Yeah. You drop down right here and you'll lose your breath, but don't worry, you'll jump right back up. Don't be scared, you'll jump right back up. And there you have it, the final supply stockpile. So that's a total, I believe, of 7 stockpiles, 6 elite chests, 1 ancient elite chest, and 3 provision. I checked my houses, which one I was going to reset, and I decided to reset, I believe, Brightwood. Yep, and time to go home. That is about 20 minutes. Relatively easy, relatively safe, easy run. So go ahead and try that, and leave a comment down and let me know if something tripped you up, and I'll see if I can help you out, give you more advice. But that's pretty easy and fast Imperial Palace solo chest runs that I do daily. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.